EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the Crescent City of New Orleans and the Caesars Superdome, the home of the Saints. All right, we're just about set for football. The crowd is definitely ready. So are we. Off we go on EA Sports. Now an opening past the 30. Good return, but he pays the price at the end. Picked up and thrown down.
At their own 33-yard line.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll go play action with Stroud. He's going to test this secondary right away. And he's going to be brought down inside the 15.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10. Stroud going to get rid of this to Dell.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
Only a couple on that one. It'll set up 3rd down. From the gun, here's Stroud. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
We're starting to see a lot of this on 3rd down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these 3rd down conversions. You know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball. And in this case, it falls incomplete, brings up 4th down.
They'll go. It's Stroud. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Take Dell. Touchdown, Texans. His 6th touchdown now for the season. Fairbairn able to add the extra point, and the Texans will take a 7-0 lead. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing to begin is Richardson. He's hit as he threw. It goes to the ground, and it's an incomplete pass.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Shaheed in motion. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. A gain there of 23 yards. First down, New Orleans. Man in motion, heading left. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Out of the shotgun, Richardson. Shaheed with the catch. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because
that one intercepted. And he is going to score. A pick 6 for the touchdown. And that just adds to the start for this one. They walk down the field to get the touchdown, and then the defense joins the offensive party, Greg. Each side has scored a touchdown early on.
Yeah, and you just can't draw up a worse start than this, Mike. I mean, not only to allow the opposing team to go down and score on their first drive, but then to follow it up with a pick 6. You find yourself in a big hole here early. Do they have enough to dig their way out?
Here comes a return from the 5. A good return as he takes it across the 30. First and 10. From the gun, Richardson. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down. They'll motion their tight end, Johnson. The open man is Wilson. And nice work after the catch. He stopped a little short of the first down marker, but it is a pickup of 9.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
3rd and a yard. They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry, and he's going to have the Saints first down. They're able to convert by plenty on that 3rd and 1.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the first down.
That's deep for Olave. That is knocked away. Incomplete. Good coverage there defensively. All over him. And it'll be 2nd down.
There's only a handful of guys in the league who legitimately have world-class speed, and he's one of them. I mean, he's the type of weapon that you 3 or 4 times a game have to just say, okay, my guy, he's faster than your guy. We're going to send him deep and let it fly. And even though that one falls incomplete, You have to continue to sprinkle that threat in because it makes everything else in your passing game that much easier.
They need 8 as they come up for third down. Throwing is Richardson. And on third down, that ball incomplete.
When you air it out like that on these big shots downfield, they're not always high percentage plays. It takes a lot of things to line up timing-wise, location of the field, accuracy of the throw to result in those big plays. But I think they've got to continue to search for those and try to generate a little bit of a spark.
And that one had too much behind it. It's into the end zone for a touchback. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. Thrown left side, the catch is made. And they're going to move the ball all the way up to the 45-yard line.
And this is where the speed of your inside receivers are so critical. He lines up in the right slot. But, Mike, look how far he covers to where he ended up receiving that ball. You can't have all day. Those defensive linemen, they are coming.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. They will work the middle with Mixon. He'll be brought down after a short pickup to the 45. Here's a 2nd and 9.
Here we go.
Now, Stroud. In trouble, and down he goes. So, back up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. To throw, it's Stroud. This one complete right side. That's the 2nd time they connect on this drive. This one good for 13 yards. Off the play fake. Here's Stroud. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. Tank Dell was the one he was looking for, and it'll be 2nd down. Stroud going to set up to throw. He'll tuck it and take off.
That's a smart play. 2nd down, don't force it if it's not there. He's able to tuck it, pick up some extra yards, and set up a more manageable 3rd down.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. Stroud. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on 3rd down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on 4th down or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
On 4th down, Stroud. And that is not going to work. Incomplete, and they turn it over on down.
You know, more often than not in the NFL, games are won based on who wins critical downs. Well, that fourth down attempt right there was exactly that, and this defense came up huge for a big-time fourth down stop.
Off the play fake, it's Richardson. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up second down. Now Richardson. He's going to tuck it and go.
The key to a good quarterback scramble, Mike, is knowing when it's time to go from a thrower to a runner. And that's exactly what we saw here. Doesn't get the first down, but he's able to pick up some really positive yards and then get out of bounds.
Here's third down and a few inches. Looking to throw. Richardson. And that is incomplete.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
That is incomplete. They took a chance throwing it on fourth and short, but not to be, and they'll turn it over on downs.
You know, I think there's certain times, Mike, throughout the game that call for a very aggressive style of play. I'm just not quite sure this was one of those situations, but I guess we'll see how it plays out throughout the rest of the game.
Trying the right side, taken in by Collins. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. On play action, Stroud. That's caught. It's Joe Mixon. A pickup there of 13. First down for Houston.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
That is caught. What a throw. Touchdown, Houston. Now Fairbairn for the extra point. He's got it. And the Texans will stake themselves to a 21-0 lead. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. His drive will start on the ground. Trying to find somewhere to move forward, but nothing going. Tackled for the loss of a yard. 2nd and 11.
Well, as been the case this entire first half, it's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
Throwing on 2nd down, Richardson. They'll try to hit him with a screen. They smelled the screen and took care of it. Blown up in the backfield.
To play corner in this league, Mike, you have to have great reactions and instincts. In this case, he trusts those instincts from the jump, and he's able to send the offense going backwards as a result.
From the gun on 3rd down, Richardson. And that is incomplete. He was looking for Garrett Wilson there, and now it's 4th down. Here's Blake Gillikin now. as he's on to punt for the second time. This one fielded out beyond the 25. And how about that? Nice return there, picking his way up past the 35-yard line. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Now Stroud. He will let this go. Deep downfield for Dell. And he will go all the way. Take Dell. Touchdown, Texans. That is second touchdown of the game. This one number 7 on the year. Fairbairn good on the point after. And the Texans move out to a commanding 28-0 first half lead. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. This is going to be taken in at the 3. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. They'll begin here on the ground. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Mike, I have to be honest. When offenses come up with run-play designs, blocking the corner is not really a big priority. But in this case, great job not only forcing it on the outside, but defeating the block, coming up and making the tackle, and keeping it to no gain. The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike, I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
So at halftime, it's the visitors, the Texans, out in front. As we'll head over to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He has the EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach. Thank you. Two very different halftime speeches by these head coaches, that's for sure, as we get set for half number 2. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. We'll start out here with an option to the left. And the defense right on that. I don't know if keeping would have done any better. No gain on that one.
You could tell the entire time that running back is just looking for his crease to get vertical and cut back. But the defense does a great job. Inside-out pursuit, strings this ball out towards the sideline. Nowhere to go, and they make a big stop for no gain.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. He will not get back to the line of scrimmage. They pick him up and throw him down for a loss.
Anytime the running back is forced to chop his feet in the background and never get to top speed, you know that play's not going anywhere. That's exactly what the defense was able to force here by getting penetration. Great job there, stopping this play before he had a chance to even get started.
On play action, Richardson. Open man is Shaheed. That's complete. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. That is a big gainer for the Saints. And even 30 yards. They'll go play action. It's Richardson. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down. Now, faking the give. He lets one go. Looking for Shaheed. And the Texans are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
When you find yourself in this situation, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
Look hot. What, Tony? Oh, man.
Dell motioning over.
South. Look hot.
Stroud to throw here on 1st and 10. Now he'll air one out. That is hot. And he will take this one in. 70 yards. Touchdown, Houston. Fairbairn able to add the extra point, and the Texans stretch out this lead even more. It is now 35-0.
Ka'imi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it up. This will be returned from the 6. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
So often when it comes to safeties, Mike, we talk about their speed and their range. But for him to be able to come up and make a tackle and be physical at the point of attack and keep this ball carrier to no gain, that's pretty impressive.
And open downfield, it's Johnson. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
That's good for a 6. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Shaheed in motion. And a nice defensive play there coming through to make the play in the backfield.
Will Anderson on the tackle. It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. On play action, he'll set up to throw. That is caught downfield. It's Shaheed. A gain there of 27 yards.
And up until this point, we haven't seen a lot go their way, but here in the 3rd quarter, they're starting to find some plays. They're starting to get some opportunities. Just got to ask yourself if it's too little, too late.
On 1st down, it's Richardson.
Great example of 1st down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. And the Saints are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Well, sometimes as a quarterback, when you decide to pick up those yards with your feet, you got to pay a price. And in this case, he takes a big shot, but not before he's able to pick up that 1st down.
Ball sitting on the 3. It is 1st down and goal. He'll try and run right on the option. And he'll go down back at the 4-yard line.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Shaheed in motion. On second down, Richardson. That's hauled in at the 2. And he won't quite get in. Down to the 1, setting up. To throw, it's Richardson. And they are into the end zone for the first time today. Touchdown, New Orleans. Well, it's not going to be enough, but at least they find the end zone at the end of a hard week's work. At least it'll pay off with a touchdown, Greg.
Mike, you can just chalk this one up in the column of too little, too late. Give credit to this offense for not going down without a fight, but they're not going to have enough time to find themselves back in this one.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. Now, on the return, he has lost the football. Special teams has come up with the recovery, and he's going to take it in for the touchdown. Whoa! Have a friend in the right spot at the right time. The fumble, not a turnover, but a TD. No problem there on the extra point, and the Saints are able to cut into the deficit. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. On first down, it's Stroud. And that is incomplete. It's looking for Joe Mixon coming out of the backfield. And it'll bring up second down. From the gun, here's Stroud. He will let this go. Deep downfield for Dell. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
Well, I think one thing's for sure, Mike. I don't think we're seeing an offense that is comfortable with this late lead. They're continuing to put pressure on the defense and say, hey, I don't care how much we're up by. We're going to continue to execute our passing game, and if there's opportunities downfield, we're going to continue to take them.
Man. Look at him stay on his feet as he's able to shimmy his way for a gain of about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Again, they'll give it to Mixon. Mixon has the first down and more. And he's going to take this all the way home. Joe Mixon. Touchdown, Houston. Fairbairn good on the point after. And the Texans will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. This taken at the 5. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Shaheed in motion. On 1st and 10, here's Richardson. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
Shaheed in motion. Richardson to throw it here on 1st down. Got a man downfield. It's Wilson. And he's out of bounds, but not until he gets inside the 25-yard line.
Good for the Saints. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Richardson to throw here on 1st and 10. He'll get that to Wilson. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6.
At the 20-yard line.
Shaheed in motion. A 2nd down throw for Richardson. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
That was a perfectly timed hit, and I think it actually saved 6 points, Mike. He got there just as the ball did, and I think it was the contact that separated him from the ball.
Out of the shotgun, Richardson. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And he's very close to a 1st down, but it doesn't look like he got there. And yes, they're going to mark him a yard short. Two minutes remain in the 4th quarter. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. They only need a yard, and it's 4th down. Shaheed in motion. Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. That's in the end zone and intercepted. And the Texans are going to take possession here as they get it at their own 4.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
On 1st down, they'll start with Mixon. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. They face 2nd down and 7. They'll go right back to Mixon. Mixon has the 1st down and more. And he's going to be out of bounds. They mark him up near the 35-yard line.
1st down, Houston.
On 1st and 10, here's Stroud. Carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. And the defense has it. The quarterback was on the move, starting to gain some yards, but then he lost the ball. And the fumble's recovered by the defense.
And early on, Mike, it was actually a really good job by the quarterback, extending that play, getting some positive yards with his legs. But he decided not to slide and give himself up. He takes that hit, loses the ball, And now the defense.
And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
They just have to be better on first down. They've got to find a way to continue to operate ahead of the sticks, and I don't mind throwing it on first down. That is the best down in football to attempt to pass, but if they don't protect the passer, none of it's going to matter.
And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
The biggest correlation between scoring points in the NFL is your ability to generate explosive plays. And oftentimes, the best explosive plays in the passing game happen when the quarterback is outside the pocket, and great example of it here.
And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. From the gun, Richardson. To the end zone, it's intercepted. Picked up by Kalen Bullock. And the Texans are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
And that should be the final dagger in this one. I mean, barring something dramatic happening here, Mike, I just don't think there's enough time or possessions left in this game to pull off any sort of comeback.
Look the hot. Here we go. Why, Tony?
Stroud to throw here on first down. Throwing downfield, right side, and it's caught. And it'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line. So it's a win for the visiting Texans. They're able to build on the solid performance of a week ago, and they make it 2 in a row with the victory here in this one. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olsen and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. So long, everybody.